So now do you see what I'm saying? There's questions 1 through 3. Just make one number line. Very good, Jack, by the way. I appreciate you. All right, good job. Everybody makes that number line. Okay? Bless you. All right. Now I'm going back to the problem. All right? So the problem says to graph each integer and its opposite. Well, I want everybody to put down 2, and then what's the opposite of 2?
-1 or
-2, right? So on your number line, you're going to graph 2 and -2. All right? So the only way we can do that is this point right here is 0, right? And then I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4. Does everybody see that, right? Now do you understand why I don't want to make you do a number line 3 times? Does everybody agree with that? You can use the same number line, right? So what number are we plotting first? We're plotting 2 and -2. Thank you very much. I'm going to change colors because I like to. So I'm plotting 2 and -2. Is everybody happy with that?
Yep.
That's your number line. Usually the numbers go on the bottom. If you put them on the top by accident, it's okay, but they're always going to be on the bottom. Okay, it's not a big deal. All right, so now let's look back at question number 2. So I'm graphing what? -9 and 9. Now, why is that obnoxious? Yeah, you got to go all the way to 9 and -9. That's why I didn't want you to do a new number line for each problem. Is everybody with me on this?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to go back to my number line. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, put a dot. Then I got to count to -9, -6. Lucky for me, I can do what? Yep. -7, -8, -9. Is everybody happy with that? So what they're trying to do right now is they're just making sure you know where numbers go on a number line, which we already know. The only thing we're learning new really is what? Negatives, right? But you guys did negatives last year at the end of the school year, so you should be good with this. That's why I say it should be easy. It's a good review. All right? So let's look at question number 3 now. Question number 3 is I got to graph what? Yeah, -1 and what? 1. So that's good because we already have it graphed. So let's graph -1 and 1. Change colors here. So -1 and 1. And the last one we had to graph was what?
6 and -6.
Is that what it was? 6 and what?
-6.
Yeah, so actually this wasn't 1 through 3, but 1 through what?
4.
Yeah, so I'm going to erase this and put 1 through 4. And now we're graphing 6 and -6. But I'm going to use a different color. 6 and... Now everybody agrees, come on, that's simple, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's simple. So if they ask you to draw a number line, you can just make one big number line, and that way you don't have to keep drawing out number lines. Kind of silly to me. Everybody good with that?
Yep.
All right, plus you know where the negatives and the positives are, which I knew you did. All right, so now let's look back up here. Question, oh, now you're just comparing positives and negatives. That's what they want. Now remember, this symbol right here, I don't want you using alligator mouths anymore, guys. We're too old for that. This symbol right here is what? Now, here's how I remembered it, honestly, because I remember I forgot all the time. To me, that looked like a what? G. That's obviously a G, Carly, right? Obviously a G. This is obviously a what? L. L stands for less than. Wow, you guys are killing me today. This is the symbol for less than, and this is the symbol for what? Greater than. All right? I would prefer you not say the alligator eats the bigger number. All right?
So it's L in that line?
Yes. So what I did was I couldn't remember either. So I looked at this and said, wow, that kind of looks like a slanted L.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And this, obviously, Carly, obviously is a G. Obviously
I
a
don't
G.
see it.
Obviously a G. You just have to pretend that little hump is there, and that makes a G. Have you not seen a G look like that?
Oh, I see it now. I didn't see the curve. No,
Well,
I thought it was a cat. That isn't a big G. Yeah, like.
No, lowercase. Lowercase G. Sorry I didn't make it clear, lowercase and uppercase. Sorry.
What about lowercase? Could you make that and make it straight?
Do you understand one's less than and one's greater than?
Yeah.
All right, well, you can remember it however you want. I'm just trying to say when I couldn't remember what the symbols were, I had to make up a little thing so I could remember what they were. And I knew this looked like a L. This one was an L. So if that's L, the other one has to be a what? G for greater than. G for grandma. Thank you, since we're talking about grandmas in math. All right? No.
So it's the L and the minus.
Couldn't have said it, summed it up perfectly for me, Mr. McElpatrick. All right, here we go. Now, we're comparing 5 to -5. 5 is obviously what? Greater than. We're not saying anything about R, the alligator is eating the... Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
It's grandma.
All right, here we go. So that would be your greater than sign. All right, number 6, here we go. We're comparing -9 to -18. -9 is obviously greater than. Now, most people make a mistake on this. Would you rather owe 9 or would you rather owe 18? You'd rather owe 9. You with me on that? So that means owing 9 is greater than owing 18. If you already know that, you're in good shape. All right? No, come on. Concentrate now. Concentrate. So we can be done by the time the bell rings. With what? Shh. Would you rather owe somebody $9 or $18? So that means owing 9 is greater than owing 18. That's what I tried to tell you. All right, same principle with number 7. -21 is what? Is compared to -17. Less than. Is less than. You don't have to write the numbers either. You can just write the sign for now. Yes, that's exactly correct. But I don't want you thinking that way. I want you to understand which number is greater, not the opposite. Yes, sir. Okay, so number 8. This was the easy one because it's a positive and negative, but go ahead.
12 is greater than negative.
Yeah, but again, you have to read from left to right. So that,
Less than.
right, so -12 is less than 12. -12 is less than 12. Everybody happy with that?
This is how I used to do it. Whatever number was greater, I would make them the line.
Yes, I agree. All right. But we're not doing that anymore because we're much more,
Sophisticated.
well, we're much more
Older.
mature, right? We know a lot more, so we don't have to worry about the little tricks.
But the
We just need to know the symbol is greater than or less than. Quickly, come on. We're wasting time, guys. You're going to have a lot of homework. Let me just call on people, okay? Shh. All right. Now, look at number 9. It says, we're writing from least to greatest. We're writing from least to greatest.
Okay, so we go -5, -3, -1, 6.
That's right. So -5, -3, -1, 4, 6. Jack, you're up. Small to large, go. Shh. What are you doing? What? Go, Jack.
-8, -2, 1, and 7.
And what else?
Oh, no, 8.
Thank you. Perfect. All right, the other Jack. Go ahead, number 11.
Goes -6, -4, it goes 0, and 3.
Easy enough, guys. Do you agree with me? That's super easy, right? Yeah. We could have skipped this altogether. Now, the only thing I want you to talk to me now about absolute value. All right, absolute value, I want you to make a little note to yourself. So I want everybody to write down in their notes absolute value. And then I want you to write for your notes, absolute value means the distance from 0. Can distance be negative? No. So like if I say how far is it from here to your house, you're not going to tell me it's negative 2 miles. Is everybody with me on that?
Yes.
You can't say I want to measure something and it came out to be negative 3 inches. Does everybody understand me on that? That's why they use those bars. Those bars are called absolute value, which means they're referring to a distance. So distance can't be what? Distance cannot be negative. All right, is everybody hearing me? You don't say from here to my house is negative 6 miles. What?
What was the definition?
Is the distance from 0. Absolute value is how far away or the distance you are from 0. You feel good about that now?
So like if you're at
That's right. If I said the absolute value of 3, that means how far away from 0 are you if you're at 3? How far away are you? 3 units. If I said what's the absolute value of negative 3? How far away are you? How far away are you from 0?
you're there.
No, you're not listening to me. You're just saying things. Listen to what I'm saying. I know you're confused. That's why you got to listen. You ready? Think about, visualize yourself at negative 3. Stand on the number line. Visualize yourself. You're standing at negative 3. How far away are you from 0? 3 units.
Oh.
Right? Is everybody with me on that?
Oh.
That's all that means. So absolute value is a distance. Can distance be negative? No. So I'm going to tell you one more thing that's kind of important. Negative is a direction. So if I say negative 3, that just means you're going back what? 3. It doesn't say negative 3 inches or negative 3 miles or negative 10 miles. No one will ever say negative 10 miles. That doesn't make any sense. The negative means a what? Direction. So if somebody said negative 10, that just means they're going back what? 10, whether it's up or down or left or right. Does that make sense? You with me? So absolute value again is how far away you are from 0. All right? So now, what's the absolute value of negative 2? 2. Perfect.
So all after is 2.
Yeah, all you have to do is write 2. What's the absolute value of 8? What's the absolute value of negative 7? What's the absolute value of negative 10? I told you, it's all easy. Right? No. You have to think about it. You have to understand what absolute value means, or you don't know how to do the problem. Just like before I told you the definition. All right? So that's all we're doing. All right? Now, here is something we're going to do now. All right? Instead of doing the number line, one big number line, I'm going to show you how I want you to do these now. All right? So we're going to graph negative 4 and its opposite. So do me a favor. Here's what I want you to do. Here's how we're going to do it instead of making 1, because I don't like 10. I don't want you counting out 10 tick marks. Does everybody agree with me? So here's what we do. We write down, this is 4. That's negative 4, 0, and 4. So I want you to always put down 0. You always have to put 0. Then you have to put the answer and its opposite. You don't have to do any tick marks. Does everybody hear me? I didn't realize they were going to make you do what? 10 tick marks. That doesn't make any sense. And then what? 10 more tick marks on the other side. That's a waste of time. Does everybody agree? All right. So we're just going for the answer. Now, so we'd plot the point what? Negative 4 and 4. Is everybody happy with that? Layton, you good over there? No problems? Gavin, you doing all right, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. So if I ask you to graph 10 and its opposite, what do I need? What do I need to do?
You do negative 10.
All right.
0 and then 10.
Exactly. And then you put 2 dots, one at negative 10 and one at 10. That's just much easier. That'll be good. You tell me about number 18. What do I have to do? Nice work. That's it. Very good. Simple as that. And tell me on the last one. 19.
So 7, you would go -7, 0.
Exactly, guys. I told you today was easy. We should have done 2 lessons today. Okay, Thomas, you're with me on number 20. Compare -14 to -7. You would say -14 is? Very good, buddy. Less than. Layton, tell me about 21. 9 compared to -9.
9 is greater than -9.
You're awesome. 22. No, Gavin. -12 compared to 12.
Or -12 is less than 12.
Beautiful. And I like the way you guys are reading from left to right. Mr. McElfatrick. Ooh, you got the tricky one now. Think smart. Very nice. Very nice. -31 is less than -27. Is everybody happy with that?
Yep.
Now remember, when we're doing it like this, guys, you really should be saying the answer before you copy the answer. Is everybody with me on that? I don't want you doing that. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to have the answer before you look at the answer. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Because that way you can tell if you really understand what you're doing. There's no reason not knowing what you're supposed to be doing. You agree with that?
Yeah.
All right. So you help me out with 24 again. You got to read me the numbers from smallest to largest. Just read them first.
-6.
Good.
-5, -3, 2.
You're awesome. It's easy. Avery, you're up. 25. All right. You guys, go ahead. All right, but everybody do 24. Now, everybody do 25, and then Avery, give me 5 seconds. While everybody's doing 25, now you tell me the answer. Go.
-9, -7, -2. I mean, -9, -7, -5, -2, and 0.
You're perfect. Very good. All right. Everybody happy with that explanation? That's very easy. I told you. All right. Now I'm scrolling over to 26. We're going in order. No. Don't worry about it. All right. 26. Write the answer to 26 now. All right. And Chloe's doing this one, and you're next. Remember now, you're supposed to have the answer. You're supposed to write the answer and listen, and she's going to tell you if you got it right. Go.
Okay, so -6, -2, -1, 3.
You're awesome. Easy, right? Everybody's good? All right. You're up, madam. Oh, yeah, we got easy ones now. Absolute value of -16 is? Good. Carter, absolute value of 12. Beautiful work. Absolute value of -20. Aiden, 20. And absolute value of 15. Yeah. Didn't I tell you guys it's simple, right? All right, let's go back to Thomas. Let's see what it says for 31. All right. Here we go, Thomas. Compare -25 to 25. No, you're.
-25 is less than 25.
You're awesome, buddy. Good job. All right, Layton.
Okay, number 32. 18 is greater than -55.
Simple as that. Ooh, they're trying to trick you on this one. Gavin, don't be fooled.
-21 is less than, less than.
What's the absolute value of -21? Yeah, you have to answer the question first, true? You see what I'm saying? So what's the answer?
So,
You just tell me, could it be less than, equal to, or greater than?
equal to.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So that was kind of a trick question. All right, you have to answer the question first. The absolute value of -21 is 21, so they're equal. All right, Bradley, you're up. Perfect, guys. I like the way you're saying it. 35, up here. Jack, they are. Yes, you're equal. Don't stutter on that. That's perfect. Perfect. All right, you know absolute value of 34 is 34, right? Easy. All right. 36, Avery. Hold on, hold on. Don't be fooled.
So 64 is less than.
Very good. Good job, girl. All right, 37.
Okay. I'm saying
Equal. Good. All right. We're going there, but he just got stuck. All right, 38. Very good. Now listen, are you guessing or do you know for sure? Yes, very good. Okay, I want to make sure. That's all you have to tell me. If you don't know something, you just ask. Everybody hear me? All right, there's no reason not to be experts at this. It's very easy. All right, 39. Mr. List. It says the table shows the average temperature. List the months in order from coldest to warmest. So what do you think is the coldest? Why is that? When you're cold, is the temperature?
Oh wait, no. It's -90.
Yes, right. All right. When you're cold, the temperature is low.
Oh.
Right.
This must be the same.
Go ahead. So listen to me. He said -90. Then what? Good. Then what? Good. Then what? Then what? Then what? Then what? And then what? Beautiful work. Easy, easy, easy. All right. Okay, Aiden. Ooh, they're trying to trick you. What's the opposite of the absolute value of 32? Very good. Very, very good. The absolute value of 32 is 32, so the opposite of that would be -32. All right, very good. All right. Uh-oh, don't let them trick you. 41. What's the opposite of the absolute value of -29?
29.
Well, what's the absolute value of -29? So what's the opposite? That's right. It doesn't look like that's true. Do you agree?
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it didn't at first. It didn't at first. Does everybody understand why it's -29, not 29? Because you would say the absolute value of -29 is what? So the opposite of that, -29.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Be careful. All right, let's have 42. It says the company reported a net loss
Oh yeah.
of $2 million. In its second year, it reported a profit of $5 million. So how do I represent, Thomas, a loss of $2 million? If you lose money, is it a positive or negative? Right, so you'd write -2 million. On the other hand, Leighton, if you had a profit of 5 million, it would be what?
Positive.
That's right. It says write each amount as an integer. It doesn't say what's the answer. It just says write it as an integer. So do I really have to put a positive for 5 million?
No.
No, because if you did, it wouldn't be wrong. It's just you don't have to. Gavin, you okay with that now? But you're right. It would be a $3 million then you'd make. All right. Okay, I don't care about 43. All right, what is the opposite of 30 degrees north? What would that be?
30.
Very good, buddy. So let's put that down. 30 degrees south. Very good. Let me look at 45.
Just give me 43.
Okay, so by what percent did the participation in racquetball increase or decrease? All right. So we got to read the whole thing. The graph shows how participation in several sports changed. So you have to represent racquetball, right? So is that a positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative what?
9.
Yeah, because it doesn't complete all the way.
Oh, yeah, very smart. My eyes didn't even see that. Very good, buddy. I like that. -9. And it's a percent, right? So we could say -9%. Very good. Hey, now I'll let you do the last one. By what percent did participation in wall climbing? What would you say about? 28%. I like that. Now this one you don't have to put a plus. Does everybody agree?
Yeah.
All right, is everybody simple, right? All right, I'll try to make it harder tomorrow. Which means we have what? Listen, not free time. You have about 7 or 8 minutes. So get organized. Find another homework assignment. All right, do something for 7 or 8 minutes. I don't want you talking. All right, no talking. You're working. All right? Get busy, get busy, get busy.
This is come get it.
Where's your Bible?
Bible?
Put it in there. Very careful.